Hey, it's Justin from the Justin Scott and Spiegel Morning Show on 98 Rock in Baltimore, and you're listening to Hoppe Radio.
So here's what happened. After the boot camp, that radio conference I went to, I'm a bit hungover, and my mom picks me up because she had to drop me off. I'm not going to pay $25 a night for parking. Screw that. I do freelance radio. I can't afford it. And she goes, Ryan, we are going to get you a new car. And I go, okay. So we begin driving, not in the north side of Chicago. We're going by the White Sox Park. So we're like in Chirac. You know what I mean? So we're getting to like the bad part. And we go over to the Sky Highway. What's that called? The highway.
The Skyway.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
I think it's called the Skyway.
And we go past it. And my mom goes, oh yeah, this is where the car is, just right beneath the highway. And right then and there, I go, this is where we're getting the car, on the edge of Hammond, Indiana, not one of the nicest towns. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's kind of scary. I don't go past U.S. Cellular Field, so.
Yeah, like once you go past there, you need to have like a vest that makes sure you don't get shot, and you need to have security guards around you because it's more scarier than Iraq once you go past there. Like, that's when it's dangerous territories. And if any of you thugs are listening, I know they're all saying put down the guns. Seriously,
they're not
you're
listening.
Dimwits. Put down the guns, you idiots. You're an embarrassment.
Probably don't even know what Northwestern is.
Okay, so my car broke down, like I said, so I get off the highway. I need to get a new car, you know, after it broke down.
Yeah.
So we reached this neighborhood, and this guy named Jesus or Jesus or whatever, I know he's listening right now because he said he was going to.
It would be Jesus. He doesn't go by Jesus if he's Spanish.
Right when I met him, I didn't get a good vibe from him. This is the guy we're supposed to pick up the car from because he goes, I'm not going to rip you off. I'm a family man. I believe in God. And I'm like, okay, I don't. What's the point?
Well, of course he does. His name is Jesus.
Yeah. So then we begin looking at the car. It's like an '06 Honda. And I see a few dents in it. But listen, I'm not the best driver. I'm like a cross between Crazy Taxi and GTA. Like, I'm not exactly the best driver.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ryan's seen it. When I get mad.
That's a good comparison, yeah.
Like, I just cannot drive well.
You've
so
hit numerous hookers on the way to school. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and good old Lombard. All those good-looking hookers over there. Some of them go to our school.
Yeah. I don't think so.
So I begin looking at the car with my mom. And now listen, I love my mom more than anything. She's had my back since she gave birth to me. But she's a woman, and she doesn't always make the smartest choices. She's very gullible. She believes anything that anyone says. But I just didn't get a good vibe from this guy. We're in a weird neighborhood. He's way too friendly. But I begin looking at the car. There's a few dents in it. I'm like, whatever. And then he goes, I don't take checks. I actually just take cash.
Yeah.
But I've never bought a car before. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
I'm like, okay. So we go to the local bank. It took my mom 50 minutes to get $8,000 worth of gas.
Right.
Worth
of gas.
Yeah.
$8,000 worth of gas. Holy moly.
Like, how sketchy is that? He wanted $8,000 right then and there. So my mom took it out of her retirement.
Well, is $8,000, like, is that, do you think that the car was worth that? Or do you think it was worth
I think it is
less
worth
than
it,
that?
but there's some dents in it.
Okay.
And while we're sitting in there, it's in this bad part of like Hammond IN. I'm so uncomfortable. There's like hookers fighting. You take my man's business. You take my man's business. They're flashing their ass. There's bruises on there. This is what I'm seeing in the parking lot of Chase. I just want to get out of there. I'm hungover from the conference. I'm not out there. I got like 6 hours of sleep. I don't feel well. And this guy keeps saying, yeah, man, I take my kids to school, man. I love my kids. And I'm like, if you're such a good person, you don't have to talk about it. It's the same thing with working out.
Right.
I believed in my mom. I knew that she wasn't going to screw me over, even though she did. So we get into the car and we drive away. And then we buy the car.
Yeah.
So then we're driving back home. And my mom goes, it's hot out. Let's turn on the air. The air didn't work. The guy left that out. He then claimed...
well, of course he did. He was conniving you.
Yeah. So then we drive back, and he had the guts to say this. And listen, Jesus, that might not even be your real name.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Probably.
There's a lot of Spanish people named Jesus.
Yeah, why wouldn't it be? Listen,
and then there's white people in the South named Jesus.
You are an imbecile. He was trying to claim that he put it on ice cold, and that I said, wow, this is great air conditioning. Who the hell ever says that in normal conversation? When do you go, oh, this is great air conditioning? You know what I mean?
Right. And he obviously never said that to you.
Here's the problem. We bought the car, so we can't take it back. So now I have an '06 Honda. I'm happy I have a car, but Jesus, if you're out there and you're listening to the show, you are a scumbag. You are a leech. I don't know how
Maybe he's this flashing light that keeps flashing.
I don't know how you went to the bathroom later on and you looked yourself in the mirror and you said, I just ripped someone off. Karma will come back to you, dude. I'm happy I have a car so I can drive around. But you're nothing but a liar and a failure. And to anybody out there who is going to rent a car, make sure you take it to the mechanics, number one. And
first off, don't go to Hammond, Indiana.
Yeah, maybe go to like Carfax or something.
Go to somewhere. If you live in the suburbs, stay in the suburbs. If you live in the city, go to the city. Go to a reputable source. And,
that's the word I was going to use.
And get your car, yeah.
And here's the worst thing. I just wasn't all there because I just thought I was going to be picked up at noon because that's when I had to check out of the hotel. And I thought that's when I was just going to go home and sleep. I had no idea I was going to the ghetto of Hammond, Indiana, looking at cars. It was very weird. So I wasn't all there. But I'm mad at myself that I didn't say to my mom, I don't get a good vibe about this guy. Because he kept bringing up, I'm a good person. I would never rip you off. Like, why didn't I listen to my guts and I said, this guy's a scumbag leech?
Yeah, or you should have just stayed around your area and just bought something.
So now
because you probably could have got something just as good for possibly a lower price, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, this describes my life. I get a chance to get a car, you know what I mean? Like, after my car broke down when I was driving back from Indiana and I almost died as the truck, well, my car died on the highway, the truck hit my back bumper.
Right.
So he could have knocked me off the road and I could be taking a dirt nap right now. Like, I almost died. I then get a car, and of course, the car is a ripoff. Every day, dude, it's a new thing. Don't you know who I am because we're friends? Isn't it every day there's new shenanigans?
Yeah, especially the last 2 weeks with your old car breaking down and now your new one not having air conditioning.
I feel like Larry David from Curb Your Enthusiasm. Everything that just happens to me, man, nothing can ever go perfectly. It's just so damn annoying. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're definitely not Irish because you have no luck.
What should I do next time? I know what to do, but just for radio, what should I do next time when I get a car?
Well, you should go to a car place that has a sign. Does this place have a sign?
It was the guy's house.
Yeah, well, that's problem number one, obviously.
But
you didn't go to a damn car dealership.
Here's the other
Or a
problem.
place that sells used cars or pre-owned cars. That's where you need to go, and you need to talk to a car salesman who has a desk with a name tag and a phone number and a business card.
And don't go when you're hungover after 7
Don't
beers.
go to Jesus at his house in Hammond, Indiana, and ask for a car because you're not going to get everything you want.
Yeah, I swear to God. If you're out there listening, dude, you are nothing but a scumbag and a leech. We will be right back. Hang on.
The Hoppe and SuperRICH Show.
This is an official broadcast of Hoppe Radio. For more info, check out hopperadio.com and hoppesworld.com.